morning. My name is Beau Clark. This is my wife, Eliah. We have a daughter in the kids ministry right now. Her name is Annalise, and we've been coming to the well for, I don't even know, maybe 6-7 years now. Yeah,
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I keep track of everything and everything.
Perfect. Exactly.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I do not. We don't do that creepy here. But it's good to have you guys up here. And so I know that we've become friends over the 6 years you guys have been here, but you guys have also been faithful.
Maybe 7.
But we've been friends for 6.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. So you guys have been with us for a while, and entering into this By Any Means kind of initiative, you guys chose to be part of that. Maybe share a little bit about what stood out to you. What was kind of something that grabbed your guys' attention about this whole thing, and why did you choose to get on board with it?
Okay. No, I'm so happy to be here, so happy to share that. I think what really grabbed us, I'll speak first personally, is that I think I'd been a believer for a long time and kind of needed a little push to commit my faith to another level. And you guys were asking, we knew we needed a home. And so simply just by asking, the way you did it through this By Any Means initiative, which has been a huge undertaking and rollout, you asked us to, as families and members of the well, to pray about what that meant for us and how to be members and how to commit to this. And in prayer and knowing, we needed just a little bit more of a push to demonstrate our faith and my faith to God, this was just what we needed. What about you, hon?
No, I totally agree with everything Beau said. Something that really grabbed me was, you mentioned this was rolled out at a pretty intense time for the world and for our community and for the church. So for me, it just was really impactful that, to step into faith and to make a commitment to growing the body and growing our church, finding a home, to take that step into faith during a time with so much uncertainty in our household and just in the community and things like that. It was a really wonderful opportunity for us to lean into God and surrender, and it impacted how we kind of stepped forward into this new world we're in. So it really bled into a lot of other things for us.
Yeah. And as you guys probably know, and I know you guys know, a big part of this has been us being a generous people as we step out and do this. And our church has been. Our little church committed $3.2 million to this, which was shocking. I remember getting those numbers and just literally crying, because I was I couldn't believe that our church took a step in that direction of faithfulness, and that they trusted their pastors and leadership teams and things like that to make those moves. And so we made our commitments a while ago now, but what's been that journey like, and maybe even just share if it's been hard to stay faithful in this and to keep going on this journey, because it's easy to forget, right?
That's tough.
I'm giving you the hard ones, Beau.
No, please. I don't know how to not make this go deep, but I personally believe, it's hard. It's always easy to kind of have in your mind the priorities in your life, but to really step in and act on those priorities. God in our life is at the top, and for us to demonstrate that as a priority, once we made that commitment, it was easy. But it's a big thing when you look at kind of the practicalities of the world. And so it took a little bit of time to just understand how much we could give and a lot of prayer. And once we did, though, we haven't really looked back. It just has been helping, frankly, just strengthening our commitment and our faith, and comforting as well in the demonstration of what a priority God is in our life.
Yeah, I again, very well said for both of us. One thing I will say is, piggybacking on the weird times that we're in, there's all of this like inflation and all these, like everything just costs more, right? And you know that going into a construction project and things like that. And at the beginning of the pandemic, I wasn't sure about like what was going to happen with me and my work. And things like that. And there was actually this internal motivator for me, like, I felt like by being faithful, I felt like God was, telling me, let's just keep taking one step forward. It's okay. And there was not a fear of this, money that we were donating, more or less. We felt like this was God's money, and he was keeping us on this path through everything that we've been going through, and so we wanted to serve him and worship him by staying faithful in that way. So it wasn't hard because it was a decision we had made, and something that we had realized was really helping us in worshiping God.
That's good. Well, yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing and your faithfulness and serving our church, and just being Christians here in a place that it's not always easy to do that, and serving, whether that's at the school for you or as fighting fires for you, Beau. Your guys' faithful witness is much appreciated, and it's an honor to call you members of the Well. And so with that, if you want to learn more about the By Any Means project, you can always go to byanymeans.church. It's a website, has all the information there. Or I'll be right over here at the end of the service if you want to talk to me more about that. And I would just encourage you to get on board with this. It's a really fun thing for our church, and it's been just a huge blessing to watch God move through this. And so this isn't a pushy thing. This is an invitation. It's an invitation for you to participate in what God's already doing and be used by him in maybe a new and unique way that maybe you've never been used before by God. And so you're invited into that with us.